Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing okay. My name's Joey. Josie's over there in the camper. She's eating a nutritious Pop-Tart this morning. She had some pancakes this morning, but I guess they didn't fill her up. She wanted a Pop-Tart. But we got all our feeding done this morning. It's supposed to be another stormy day. I know if any of y'all over in Kansas and that area, I know they were getting hit last night. So we'll have to see how it goes here today. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of what I was looking at looked like maybe most of it's supposed to go north of us. But I think that's kind of how them storms are. It's not like in the middle of the storm. It's usually them little outer bands and outer things on the edge of the storm. So we'll see later, I guess. But we're going to do some breeding rabbits today. I got Rose out here. She's got 10 babies. They're actually almost 2 weeks old now. I think they're right around 10 days. I'll show you guys her rabbits. This is why I like Rose. We've got a variety. These got some colors. That one's kind of a dark. This one's kind of a light brown. There's another dark one. We got 3 white, 3 black, and 4 of these Harlequins. But she's taking care of all of them. I definitely have been feeding her a whole lot extra, and she's drinking 2 bottles of water a day. And I got these big, 16-ounce bottles on here. I did notice she's not really covered these up at all, hardly any during the, like the first day. The first day she had them covered up pretty good, but then after that, and this is how good a mom Rose is. Like I said, I really like Rose. She's just getting up there in age, so I don't know how much longer she'll be able to keep having babies. But where it's been muggy and it's been in the upper 70s, close to 80s anyway. She'll uncover them during the day, even when it's just that one or 2 days old. She would uncover them during the day, and then you could go up there the evening right before we'd go to the house, and she'd have them covered back up. She'd cover them up at nighttime. And she did that she's still doing it, actually. I mean, I don't think, like, there's been a couple of nights here where it's been kind of muggy and stuff that she's not covered them up, but, or maybe they just uncovered themselves. I don't know. They're getting pretty big. They ain't opened their eyes yet, but they're definitely moving around a lot in there. Like I said, she didn't have them in the nest box. So I'm thinking that's one of my mistakes with this other rabbit over here, was because we're definitely warm right now. And I don't have a light over here, so I don't know how easy it is for you guys to see. But this black doe over here, she's got these 2 cages here. They're both open. But the bottom has these 1x1 wires. But I put her a piece of plywood in on this side. This side had the nesting box. And I filled that thing full of hay. And she had her babies over here in this corner. She didn't have them. Y'all can see that little, where there's a nest up there. But that's where she had her babies at. But I think where it was so warm and humid, she burrowed down in there to the hay, but she burrowed so far down that she got to the wire. And when she had her babies, they just fell right through the wire. So they all died. So I didn't put her, I built these rabbit cages over here, and there's 2 of them, Roses on one side, there's another side. Reason I didn't put her in there is because at that time where we've been doing these baby chicks, I can't remember exactly the time. I think at that time, some of the chicks that we had hatched out of the incubator were getting pretty big. These are the ones I was wanting to take off and sell to sales. But we went and bought the Cornish Cross. So I had the Cornish Cross plus those bigger chickens, and I didn't want those bigger chickens hurting the Cornish Cross. So I moved them. I was going to split up the broiler over here, and I actually did. But it makes things so tight, I think it was making it's too hot on that one side. So I moved them out into that other rabbit maternity ward, is what I call it. So I moved those chicks out there so I could open that back up and have it a little bit bigger. And that's the reason I put her over there. That was kind of my mistake. I think she probably would have been fine if I'd put her over there. But like I said, 2 years in, I'm still making mistakes. But we're going to breed her back. It's been about 10 days, so we're going to breed her. Actually, I think it's been almost 2 weeks for her. She went a little earlier than Rose. But we're going to breed her back and breed Fancy, the white doe. We're going to breed both of those back. The black doe with my white buck, the white doe with my black buck. So we'll get these guys set up. I don't know if I'll film a whole big bunch of that, but I'm gonna put them together. And while I'm putting them together, I need to clean out the broiler. I've not cleaned it out any this year. I've just been adding mulch, but it is packed down hard in places. It definitely needs cleaned out. I got 2 more batches of eggs in the camper and the incubators. Hoping we don't wind up losing power. Me and Josie, we had to go to town and get feed yesterday. And where I go get feed, that's actually not in Somerset, but I have to go up and hit the bypass and go around kind of over to the other side of town, not plumb on the other side, but a little ways, and then hit Highway 27 and go north up to another town. But that little part of town we went in, and then when we come back from getting the feed, we actually swung by just the edge of town there off the bypass, went to McDonald's and got Josie some lunch. The town is packed. We were having to wait at, like every red light, you was having to wait 2 cycles of the light to get through. It was just a lot of extra people in town. So hopefully most of them's there working, helping people clean up, not just wanting to look and see what's going on. But town was definitely busy. So we went and lollygagged and looked. We come back home, or tried to come back home through some of these back roads and come back around where the tornado went across our area here. I don't know if you guys, like I said, y'all didn't watch the other video. The tornado kind of come across right through here. It's probably only about a mile that way. It's kind of probably more this way. It's probably about the closest point that got to us was probably about a mile. But we come up that road, But the first main road we come up, the highway, they had it blocked. The fire departments had the road blocked because the electric company was up there replacing poles and trying to get power restored up that road. So we wound up, we had to turn around, go back, and we come around this little one-lane side road and come across one little path on it where the tornado hit. Seen one house completely gone, probably a $400,000 home. I remember them building it. I just remember that area because it used to be a great big cornfield and soybean field. They'd rotate it every year, but somebody sold it and they split off in 5-acre lots, and I was like, man, it'd be great to have a 5-acre lot in there because it was just flat land and smooth and no trees. I was like, man, that'd be great to have that lot. But of course they made it residential, no farm animals, all that stuff. But we would drive through there occasionally. It was, I think when I was building houses, we actually helped a guy build a room addition on a house out that way, so we went through there. And I seen them building that big house. That house is totally, there wasn't nothing there but the concrete slab of the garage and the porches, everything. There wasn't even any piles of lumber in the yard or anything. It was all gone. Big 4-wheel drive John Deere tractor, I mean huge tractor. Looked like it was sitting up on all fours, but all 4 tires were ripped off of it and flat, and it was just covered and caked in mud and debris and stuff. I tell you, it would take a lot to flip a tractor, I would think. Especially a big tractor like that 4-wheel drive. That thing had to be heavy. So they got hit pretty hard there, and just right on down the road there was a single wide trailer right beside of a 2-story house. Single wide trailer come out unscathed, took the 2nd floor off the 2-story house. So we seen that, and then we come on up, and this highway that our road runs into, we was gonna come up it and come back home. Well, right up here about, as crow flies, about a mile. Driving down the road is probably about 2 miles. But it's impassable. They still hadn't touched. There was trees across the road, the power lines, power pole was across the road. Every bit of it, it hadn't even been touched. The road was still blocked. So we may have had to turn all the way around, come all the way back, and come back up to the bypass, and come back to the house the regular way. So there's still a lot of damage here. And like I said, we're kind of under the gun a little bit today. So we'll have to see how later the day goes. If it winds up, if I don't finish this video before it starts, we might try to film a little bit of activity if anything happens. But hopefully all these areas that's got hit, hopefully they'll miss. But I'm gonna get this big cage out, set up. We should just basically show y'all how I do it. Most of y'all, if y'all have seen these videos, know how I do it. That's it. I got a dog crate. I put the dog crate up. I got an extra 4-wheeler right now. I'd set it right on top of that one. It's my dad's 4-wheeler. So we set that big crate up. I put the males in first, then bring the dogs over and put them in. No, honey, the rabbits can't eat Pop-Tarts.
No, the goat.
Yeah, the goat's mine. But yeah, you can't feed it to the rabbits. Yeah, George. Here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Bring your girlfriend. Right at her. Your girlfriend. Oh, what's that word?
What?
Hit it on the nose. What's that word? Open the door up. Hit it on his nose.
It's locked.
It's over there on the floor. Alright. While they're doing their thing, we're gonna clean this out. I may fix me something to hold these doors up. I don't know. That's something I've kind of been wanting since I built these. That one stays up by itself. This one does not.
Can I learn how to use it now?
Now I'm gonna take the chickens out.
Well, we're gonna put them in a cage. Box right there and bring them outside. We're gonna hang it for Italian or now stay
That's
there.
all, don't forget. Let the cats get in.
Now, and I staked it.
Watch out for a second. Just grab one. I don't care which one you grab.
Brown.
Yeah, it's gray. Yellowish, gray looking thing. And a black one. And another black one. And a gray one. All right, one at a time. You don't have to do two.
Yellow again.
Yellow.
Black.
Black fuzzy feet.
And black.
And another black fuzzy feet.
This is poop in there this time.
They didn't poop in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't poop as much as them other ones. Alright, I got that cleaned out. Should be safer, and I've noticed he got about 3 fall offs over here since I put them in, so they should be good to go. At least 3, so maybe more than that.
3 mamas. Let's put Rose. Let's put Fancy. Let's put Fancy right there next to the other white one.
Now I'll put her back out here.
Mom.
Right.
Her girl or a
This one.
what that girl?
Okay. Alright.
Can I open? a girl. They're all girls. That's not a black one.
That's crazy, ain't it? I seen him get one when he first put him in there. But I went. Y'all might notice this thing sitting here. I went and checked my fire. I've been burning the stump and burning some other stuff. Because somebody, this was sitting over here on the shelf. I'm going to tell on her. I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to take Greg and Audra and Buck and John and Trey and Cheryl and tell all the people what you did. That freezer was sitting there. And somebody's curiosity got them. They wanted to know she wanted to, I guess, figure out what that knob on the side of it there was. 'Cause I guess it was sitting out there where she could see it. And turned it, and I guess she's like, oh, that don't do nothing. Well, a few days later, I guess, several days later, I noticed there's something stinking in here real bad. I was like, what is that? And I walked by that freezer. I was like, oh no, my freezer's quit working. And I raised the lid up and I was like, oh, yep, the freezer's quit working. She's like, I didn't do it. Yeah, it wasn't me. So
Can I take off her skirt?
I checked the plug first. I thought it might have been the plug, but it was plugged up. And then I hadn't even noticed that little knob. I seen that little knob and I turned it. As soon as I started turning it, it kicked on. I was like, all right. So we lost everything in that freezer. Good thing was there wasn't a whole lot in it. It had some chicken stuff. Mostly the thing I wished I'd got more than anything was all the fat. All the fat was in that one. So I lost all the fat. What is it?
Can I take off her skirt?
And so I lost all the fat. I hadn't got rendered up into lard yet. That's the one thing that I kind of really missed. All the roasts, I think there was maybe 2 roasts left in it. The rest of it was like ribs and some stuff I probably wouldn't even have fixed anyway. I tried to feed it to the dogs, but it was so bad I was afraid to feed it to the dogs. I did a couple of times, but I didn't want to wind up making the dog sick. So we just went over. I was burning the stump out anyway. I started just taking all of it over and putting on the fire where that stump was at. So we got it all took care of last night. Cleaned the freezer back out. Of course, it has a smell. I already had a little bit of smell. Now it's got more smell, so I'm gonna try to let it air out. I poured Clorox down in it and cleaned it all out and everything. We're gonna starting to hear thunder back over here a little bit to the west of us, which is where these storms are coming from. But we're gonna end the video for right now. I know he's got 2 fall offs. He just got another fall off, so I know he's got 2 at least, maybe more than that. I'll check. When I look at the video, I'll check and see if he's got some more. But just breeding some more rabbits. By the time these, it's 31 days for them to have their babies. By that time, these rabbits will be weaned and ready to come out of there, so I can take Rose and them out of there and put both of them in these where they need to go. And hopefully we won't have no issues with it. I know it's going to be getting hotter during that time, so I may wind up having to put don't really get sun except real early in the morning, but I may have to put like a little shade tarp or something over top of it to keep that early morning sun out of there. That's what I did last year. I think last year I used a trash bag. Just draped it over front and put a board across the top of it to hold it on there. But everything should go smooth with these, I hope. But appreciate y'all watching. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Josie took off and went back in the camper. So catch you on the next one.